Thanks, Charlie. Hey, Renegades, it's Sean Smith. We're going to talk about this big Predators win over the Montreal Canadiens. Now, of course, it's always an exciting time when the Canadiens come to town because you don't get just one, you get two anthems. Always a fun time at Bridgestone. But the most exciting thing tonight was the massive onslaught of offense. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about something else that popped up right before the game. Now, of course, earlier in the day, we learned that Dante Fabro would be a healthy scratch. Now, of course, there was a lot of speculation that is he being saved for a trade? Is he being held out? What's going on with Fabro? I'm going to say this. I don't think that there's a trade coming for Dante Fabro. I didn't think that was the case when that news came out, but it wasn't too long afterwards that something came out that talked about how Mattias Ekholm was somebody who was apparently on the trade block. Now, Ekholm came into the game playing, had a great game, had a goal, had an assist, definitely got involved, looked like he was playing like a man possessed out there. And the big news, of course, it wasn't just Ekholm getting a goal. There were a lot of guys getting goals. 6 goals from 6 players. Nino Niederreiter with 3 assists on the night. And you're starting to see some contribution on offense from the depth. And that's exactly what you want to start seeing. I talked with Alex Doherty, also of A to Z Sports, on our last podcast about how you're coming up on the end of the first half of the season, or in this case, the end of the second 20-game segment that they kind of like to judge the team on. And at this point, the team is a 500-level team. Had a rough start, got a little better, but you're still kind of rounding out around 500. Now, what that means to me is that unless this team starts to see some scoring happening, you're probably not looking at a very good rest of the year. And if Mattias Ekholm on the trade block doesn't tell you that things may be going downhill a little bit as far as expectations are going for the Predators, then I don't know what will. Because that would kind of mean that they're saying, hey, we've got to start clearing some cap space. We've got a lot of pending free agents coming up in the offseason, and we've got to make sure we've got room to sign the guys we need. You could also be shaking things up a little bit, maybe even kind of setting yourself up. I don't want to say for failure, I don't want to say for tanking, but setting yourself up for a better chance at a high draft pick in this loaded draft. So that's kind of the big story coming out of the Predators game tonight. And I'll just say, it was really nice to see Cody Glass get a goal. Really nice to see Tommy Novak get a goal. These are both guys I think that all Renegades should be cheering for, mainly because they really embody that no half-stepping thing. John Hines had some really nice things to say about both guys after the game, talking about that they kept earning their chances, they kept sticking around on the roster because they play the right way. They play the right way in practice. They play the right way in the game. And that's what you want to see if you're not taking any half steps. Charlie, I'm excited about the outcome of the game, but I'll tell you, I'm a little bit concerned about the road trip coming up. They're playing against some pretty heavy teams that are known to hang goals on teams, and I hope they can hang on. I hope they come out of this road trip a little bit above 500. That would mean good things, and I'm really curious to see where this rumor with Ekholm goes. I guess I'd say stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have an update. Somebody will have an update soon on all that. And Charlie, that's all I've got. I'm going to send it back over to you.